United for the 2024-2025 season. Of course, two familiar opponents, two familiar teams. Guess what? Serekunda and Medina United read the Gambian second division on the very same day, on the very same hour, in fact on the same second at the Basori football field in the Triangular, in which Medina of Banjo, Serekunda of KM, and Dodge Lion of West Coast met for the Triangular. It was a beautiful journey, a beautiful fight of two teams committed for glory. Of course, committed to climbing to the Gambian 4th division. It is the most informed team versus the least informed team as far as the table standing is concerned. Medina on their original green, orange kit rather, against Serekunda United on their away blue. Sang Medina on top with 7 points. Serekunda United at the foot of the table with a point. It promises to be a classic contest. Two teams who understands what the long break awaits until the 8th of January for Medina's next encounter. A win today will give both of them an almighty boost. What do you want to see and what are you looking forward to today?
Good evening to all our listeners and followers and viewers. We are saying good evening from Boxbar, Birkama, the capital city of West Coast. And like you said, today is going to be a very, very, very close game because the two teams know each other very well. They've started the journey together, and here they are today. Serekunda is struggling at the bottom, and Medina is on top of the table. So it's a matter of who wants it the most. Serekunda will want to make their table standing better, and Medina will want to maintain. So it's going to be a very, very big tussle here today. But I think Serekunda will have to do much, much better from their previous games, because if you are coming up against Medina, who are well motivated now and wouldn't want to drop any points, they will want to stay on top and then go into the break and come back. So they really have a big job to do. They have a mountain to climb in a team like Medina. So I think they have to play very well today.
Play very well they ought to do. We are just few seconds away from kickoff for what is an absolute classic atmosphere, classic chilly sunshine evening at the Boxbar Mini Stadium. A win for Medina today take them to 10 points. A win for Serekunda United will take them to 4 points. Sang, the whistle is gone, all set to go in a second, as it has now. Another 90 minutes of football hours. First against Serekunda, a beautiful 1-1 draw. Second against Wabanjul on this ground, a 2-0 scoreline, courtesy of Mustafa Jaju and Lamin Sise. And in the third game against Kolistars, a 2-0 scoreline of the same scorer, something that is barely seen in Gambian football. Mustafa Jaju rolls it to Buba Jaite. Jaite, who is making his first starting form for Medina since he was signed from White Clock Football Academy. Landing. The darting Selo Jello comes calling as Abdul Jaju, who is on a bandage of all body this evening after sustaining serious bruises against Kolistars in the last encounter, is okay to play today, although with a little bit of discomfort, a little bit of pain. But of course, the pace of Abdul Jaju will maneuver through it. Lamin Sise. Rolling it to Umar Keita, who is part of the nominees of the Goalkeeper of the Month for 2nd Division, sponsored by Gambian international goalkeeper who doesn't want to be known or remain anonymous in precise. Serekunda United, their number 12 in Mohamed Fai, rolling it back to the 20, who is Lamin Manjang, tries to send it long, but Umar Keita will come up to gather with, of course, immense composure and calm. Serekunda drew against Wagadu. That is the only point of the season so far, for what many believe was a boring first half. Molamin Dabo brought down, who is in place of one of the team's mesmerizing wingers. Will be back in the GFF, of course. Abdullah Conte launching it long to Buwa Jai to the left fullback, sending in a first-time delivery. He wanted to go for goal all by himself, but I think that wasn't the best of decisions, sir.
Yeah, I think that was ambitious, and I think he could have just try to control the ball, get closer a bit to the area, to the final third, and then try to send it across to the other side, because I think that would have been better. But he was too ambitious. I think he saw the goalkeeper move a bit off his line, and he tried to catch him unawares, but I think it didn't work at that time, and he will have to do better next time. So, like I always say, we have to make the best use of all the moments we get, and then then we try to make it count, and that helps in the game. It helps you to get settled earlier. It helps you to get to be in control of the game, and at least to reduce that nerviness in the game. So always try to make your opportunities count.
Absolutely. It has been an unchanged lineup rather, with the team that played against Quali Stars. We'd only see the Keita absent today in place of Buaman, in place of him. Sidu, a very amazing midfielder, lost his dad a few days ago. And everyone in the Medina family is praying, may his gentle soul rest in eternal peace. He's a disciplined kid, a very hard-working footballer, a combative lad, always committed to giving his all, and his absence would really be felt today. But of course, Medina and everyone, we have you in our heart and remain playful. Molamin Dawa to the box, who promised a goal, going for a first-time drive onto the gloves of Cherno Sanyang. Sanyang Cherno, which is short, composed netminder. He has every one of his teammates calling for that. Here comes a long one as his keeper for Serekunda in Mohamed Sisei. Deep on the far left was calling for that, but up to goal the way back to the centre back in Yaya Sila. Rolling it to his midfield maestro, who's looking to go all the way back to the sixth who is Ibrahima Keita, the centre back. Keita to Cherno Sanyang. Sanyang the netminder for Serekunda, who are playing it composely and calm at the moment. To Yaya Silla, Serekunda trying to build up from the back, but losing in the dangerous place. Molamin Dabo tries to call a Sello Jala at the edge of the box now. Sello twisting and turning and looking for landing Jata at the back. Who's in no hurry to penetrate through. Abdul Jaju. Jaju touching it down to Jata, who played more minutes last season for Medina than any other player. Lamin Sise, who has scored 2 goals in 2 games in the past 2 games for Medina. Still, we are already get that composer. We are already get that composer sang. WT to which held the pressure. And sang this was mostly seen by midfielders. One I particularly like in Tottenham's James Madison. He only released the ball when he has to. But now defenders, what is required for defenders to be able to play in this modern day football, starting from the back? How challenging is it now? In the real Ferdinand era, they will tell you, clear your line, kick it out. Village will tell you the same thing. But now, play starts from them. How difficult it is, sir?
Yeah, it's very demanding nowadays to be a defender. If you want to be a top-class defender, if you want to be a valuable defender, you just have to have the complete toolkit. You have to be very clever, you have to be good on the ball, your technical quality shouldn't be questionable. You have to be a very calm, very brave, very courageous defender. If you have these qualities, I think you can play as a defender, and that is what Cisse was just showing there. He was not afraid. He's been shepherded by two forwarders, but still he kept his composure, turned away from them and played back to his goalkeeper, and he didn't lose that ball. All of us were shouting, release the ball, release the ball. If we had listened to us, maybe he would have taken the wrong decision. But he was calm and he knows exactly what he was doing, because he's a defender. He knows where he is, and if he loses the ball there, that's a problem. But he was calm and brave, and he did the right thing, and there was no problem. So to be a defender, you just have to be a good player.
Absolutely. Brian Mendy trying to connect Abdul Jaju, but that is a little bit too heavy for Abdul, and it went out for a goal kick. The left full back for Serekunda United was looking after Abdul there to ensure he's okay. Who's Mohamed Fai? A great sporting behavior that. Cherno Sanyang for Serekunda United, the netminder, who is this time not starting from the back because they have lost the ball to occasion on the dangerous area through the pressing of Molamin Dabo. This time they will go long as per the gaffer's instruction. Sanyang looking long. Brian Mendy will try to seal his territory, but Lamin Sisse will just clear his line. Keita, the centre back. Conte touching it down. Was looking for the run of Mustafa, who loses it now in a very good area. As Serekunda are building up deep, sending in a first time delivery, but Brian Mendy heading it out. As Jaden Molamil coming back to help. And that's a good call from the central referee. And a free kick for Medina inside their own territory to be taken by Umar Keita, the goalie. Keita and the skipper all season long so far, as the original skipper Mbo is nursing his position on the bench. Sello Jallo touching it back to Keita in that minder. Keita looking to go long to the run of Hausu Sane. Hausu trying to control losses that they are in a very nonchalant manner, and he ought to have done better. but the defender in Silla stood absolutely firm. Here comes now looking for the captain in Mohamed Cisse. Landing Jata losses that, but Lamin Cisse would cover that, but also losses that now to Mohamed at the edge of the box. Brian Mendy doing what every defensive midfielder should do, coming back to help the defense line when they need be, and clearing his line for a throw. Here comes Mohamed, the keeper, rolling in looking for the run of his left full back, but that's out for a throw for Medina to be taken by Landon Jata. Landon Jata losses that there, which is not Landon Jata's behavior, as he barely lost his balls. Cielo Jallo was one of the sweetest players in the land, looking for the run of Hausu Sane, the centre forward. Hausu, who had more goal losses in the third division for young Africans than any other player, contossing it down to Abdul Jajo, playing a quick 1-2, going for a first time. That was very bad to cross, but Molamin Dabo could not adjust himself to that ball. Here comes Mustafa Jaju, and it's a free kick for Medina in a very good position, which is placed well for either of Molamin Dabo, Jaite or Selu Jalo. Mustafa Jaju felt he was stuck on his ankle, and the assistant of the physios are called in to give a helping hand. Mustafa scored 2 goals in the past 2 games for Medina. On this ground against Wabanjo, at Leos Mansa football field against Kwale Stars. But the one against Kwale Stars sang was, I think he's getting hungrier and hungrier for goal. The manner to join the attackers when the ball was coming in is a typical player who smells danger and knew where the ball, usually those balls are centre forward finishes. But what was the centre mid doing there? I think he smelled danger. He smelled there could be a chance for me. Let me just be at the box. And the longer you are, the more you are at the penalty area, the more chances you have of scoring.
Yeah, if you take the game to your opponent and you use the ball very well, I think most of the time you will have the chance to score. During that period, we were using the ball very well, and we were putting Kwale Stars under pressure. And Mustafa knows exactly what a midfielder has to do. You have to complement the attack. You have to push forward. And he was at the right position. The striker did all he could because the ball came to his weaker foot, and he took a shot like a striker should do. That is first instinct. That shot took the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had to par the ball. When he parred the ball, he was on the ground. He can't recover instantaneously. He cannot do that. He's not a machine. And then Mustafa had just to come and just place it in the back of the net. So that was beautiful. He always goes forward if you check how he plays, and he always drops in the midfield when it is necessary for him to help the team to progress the ball forward. So he's doing excellently well. He's brilliant, and he knows exactly what to do at what time.
Absolutely. Here comes the free kick. Molamin Dabo and Selu Jallo behind that. Molamin, who is still searching for his first goal for Medina. Lonnie from Real de Banjul, the champions of Gambian First Division. Dabo and Selu, but Dabo looks to be better placed for this ball. Molamin Dabo onto the barrier. And that was a strong barrier there, but Dabo still. But that was great defending there, but still not very, very great. But now Serekunda will have the chance to clear their line, which they still don't now do. Brian Mendy chasing the running centre forward in Basha Ibrahima. Basha losses that there to Lamin Cisse. Cisse touching it down to Landing Jata, the right full back. Sign from Kunkujang. Jata, Abdul Jaju was coming back to cover. He also does well. Here comes a through pass now to Abdul Jaju. The pacey Abdul Jaju running inside the penalty area, trying to deliver first time. Great defending there by Keita. Still not fully cleared, but Mohamed now will do for Serekunda. Here comes Sanya, the left full back, going long against the lowly centre forward in Basel, but Abdullah Conte uses his body absolutely well. Composed defending, calm defending, under no pressure at any given time. Jaite Buba, 2 left footed players, the left centre back and the left full back. Back to Keita Umar, who is a Medina Academy product. Long one. Landing Jata was already inviting the ball, touching that down well for Abdul Jaji, who is still searching for his first goal of the season. Abdul to Landing Jata on a trivela of a cross, but Charlton did not mind and read that ball absolutely well. Lamin Yamal will tell you L2, and Landing is giving us those. Playing football while having PlayStation in his mind. Those lonely kids. Here comes Silla. Touching it down. Am I seeing a left-footed player playing right full back for Serekunda United Sang? I don't think so, but I've been trying to observe it for the past few seconds. It looks to be a left-footed player playing a right full back. And I want to listen to Gary Neville, Manchester legend, but of course we'll come back to that in a very quick time. Brian Mendy, and he said all right footers can play left full back, but left footers cannot play right back because the flexibility in the footing differs. You take on that. You are a coach.
I think that depends on the player. It depends on the quality of the player, the level of the player, the experience, and sometimes also the coach plays a role in those kind of things, because it could be a tactical decision, and it could be a decision that is going to work for the team based on the opponent that you are facing. So you position your players based on the game that you are playing and the opponent that you are facing. So I think if you see players there, it's possible it's a tactical decision, it's possible it's a game plan. So all these things can count, and also it can depend on the personnel. So the player can play left or he can play right. So all these things can depend on the player. So any player that can play both fit or both position or position, so you can easily use them in those kind of tactical organizations. So it depends on the player.
Yeah, absolutely depends. So they have Lamin Koli as the right full back, Yaya Silla and Ibrahim Keita on the centre back role, while the 12 is the left full back. And here comes a long one for Abdul Jaju, good first time take, but believe that was a handball there. I agreed with the assistant referee there. So the centre back and Ibrahim Keita back to Cherno Sanya. Sanyang touching it down. That's a nonchalant pass. Mustafa Jaji touching it down to Brian Mendy, who's looking for the run of Molami Dabo. The pass could have been a little bit in front. House Osana uses his body there absolutely well, who's gelling into the tempo of the division, but not so far yet, absolutely. And Mohamed will have the chance to clear his line for Serekunda. Touching it down to the left full back in Mohamed Fai. Looking for Mohamed, the skipper. Brian Mendy, and that's the first yellow card of the evening. Is going to the left full back's way in Mohamed Fai. That was a heavy touch, a heavy tackle there from Fai.
I think he just lost his control. Yeah. He lost his composure, and I think it wasn't necessary, because you are already closed down. It's either you play to your teammate, or you try to hold on to the ball, or you allow your opponent to get the ball, because you can't be on the ball always. Sometimes you have to lose the ball, and that is football. That's a transition. It happens. So when you lose the ball, you just try to recover it by putting pressure, or you try to do something else. But to be reckless, that's not the right decision.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm trying to have the list of Serekunda players as they look to be playing a 4-3-3 formation. I'm getting it here and there. Here comes Kohli, touching it down, and that was beautifully controlled there by Mustafa Jaji, who's in the form of his life. It looks as though running the middle of the park well. Keita Umar, back to landing Jata. Jata landing. Going long, and Sello Jallo will have the chance to control, touching it down to Abdul Jaju. Jaju looks for the run of Sello, touching it down well for landing Jata, playing a purely tactical football. Brian Mendy, jinking passes Micah, touching it down well for landing Jata. Jata, what a threat in between the centre mid of the number 5, who is Mohamed Sow, but Sow stood firm. Here comes the run now, Mohamed Cisse. Cisse, first to first with landing Jata, running inside the penalty area. Going for a corner, but that was sort of target, and Omar Keita will restart play for Medina. That was some smooth football from Medina there.
Yeah, that was beautiful football. I tell you, these boys can use the ball very well, but I think landing got a little bit sloppy there. That ball should have at least gone between the defenders, or play the ball back to the midfield, and then they can switch play. But he was a little bit sloppy there, but that was a beautiful moment of football there. And you can see Serekunda is always strong. trying to hit at the break, and we just have to be careful with this kind of teams, because these teams coming into these games, they must have work on their defense. If they try on their luck and they get a goal, for you to come back into the game is going to be very difficult.
Absolutely, definitely. And they look to be playing a double pivot this afternoon, with their midfielder also, the Silla also jinking in the middle when they need be. Maybe Johnston or Manchester City they do watch. All the way back to the goalie in Sanyang. Silla. Beautifully walk down there by Ibrahim Silla, the forward, looking for the run of Basse, but Abdullah Conte. And that's a free kick for Medina. Good call from the central referee as we have 18 minutes on the clock. Still goalless. Still no real openings for any side. Medina will have the lion's share of position so far. Conte Ablai. Lost for Lamin Cisse. Ramos they call him to landing Jata. Jata going long. House Sane make that good early run. House was snatched from the back and that'll be a free kick for Medina. And House is using his body there well, as he has those physical presence there to win any ball against any defender on his given day. And that'll be a free kick. Celo takes it quickly to landing Jata. Jata looking for the run of Brian, who's enjoying that DM role, placing himself in the best way possible and making himself an option for his teammates anytime they have the ball. Lamin Dabo loses that too poorly there. And Lamin Koli seals his goal mouth. Jaite Buba to Mustafa Jaju. Sloppy pass there from Jaju. Now comes Lamin Manjang for Serekunda. But Jaite does well to come back to recover. Looking for Mohamed. Mohamed Cisse looking for the run of his center forwards. Koli was already pressing himself. Sehu Baji. Saidu Baji there. And that was a good shot there. But Umar Keita was equal to it. Keita to landing Jata. Jata. Was that a free kick? Yes, for Serekunda United. They took it quick. Sanyang. Mohamed Cisse was making the run. Cisse, good foot in there from Mohamed Low. Low. To the left full back. In 5 Mohamed. At the edge of the box now. Mohamed Cisse. And Saidi looked to be a good kicker of the ball, as he has 2 attempts on goal in 2 minutes for Serekunda United. Back to Silla, who's looking to go all the way back to Cherno Sanyang. Serekunda United are building in the game now, touching the ball quickly on their own half and trying to create space for the Blue Boys. And this Saidu is a handful. He's playing right wing, but he looks to be enjoying the game. He's having fun in this game. That's what you call playing with passion. Kohli, all the way back to Cherno. Left-footed centre back. Cherno going long, but there is too much from Cherno, and that's out for a throw for Medina to be taken by Buba El Jai quickly to Abdullah Conte. Conte, the gaffers urging them to relax, urging them to calm down. Abdullah Conte looking for the run of House Sane, but great use of the body again there by Yaya Silla, the centre back, all the way back to the netminder in Cherno Sanyang for Serekunda United, who qualified, who are having their second spell in the Gambian second division. Same too with Medina. And these are 2 teams that know each other, that have an equal history, as they play a 0-0 scoreline at the Basel Football Bar 2 years ago, which took them to this stage. Mohamed Cisse, great force control, as Mohamed Fai was making the early run. Great football there, but Brian Mendy was also equal to it. Here comes Mohamed, the left fullback. That's out for a throw for Serekunda United, for Lamin Manjang for Serekunda, to be taken by Mohamed Fai, the left fullback. Fai Mohamed to take that ball as they win a throw deep left of the field. Going long, looking for the run of Mohamed Cisse, the centre forward. Fai there, sending in a first time delivery. Not the poor one, but Buba Chete was equal to it, heading it down to Lamin Dabo. Dabo, as Serekunda United, Ibrahim Silla come calling. At the edge of the box, Saidu Baye trying his style at the time of the second period in less than 5 minutes. He's hungry for goal. This could have been their plan. Stopping him from kicking could be the idle tactics for Medina. Inside the Baji. That's a throw. I thought it was for Medina, but the referee says otherwise, and they're taking it quickly again. Here comes Mohamed Fai. Fai rolling it well to the 5 in Mohamed Low. House to Low. House to the other does well to stop Low from going up. It has to go back. And Brian Mendy calling Olin Abdul Jaju to add a bit more of tempo to his game. Calling on his tempo he ought to do. Ibrahim Keita. Keita, 22 in Yaya Silla. Silla touching it down wall. Looking for the run of Lamin Manjang. Manjang does well to withhold the pressure. Silla losses that to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju the house to Sane. He saw the golden minder. He saw the keeper. We all knew what he was trying to do. But the audacity to try it, son. I think he could have gone for pass.
I think he should have done better. That was poor. That was a poor decision from Hausu. Hausu should have gone a little bit forward and then put Abdul right in position in space and then play out to him, and then he could have run forward as a strike, and then Abdul could get into the box, get in the cross, or he himself takes the chance. But that was poor from him.
Very, very poor. Basse didn't send the forward in Ibrahim Basse. Launching it long, looking for the run of Mohamed Fai. Fai against two center backs, but does well to withhold that pressure. Here comes a first time delivery from the right full back, and Brian Mendy was there. Lanija touch it down for him to Abdul Jaju. Abdul controlling it first time, looking for the run of House Sane, who is snatched from the ball, and that will be a free kick for Medina United. Sang the right full back looked to be good with both feet. He is not an orthodox left footer, but he plays the ball with any of his foot the ball comes from. Great skills from any footballer being able to play with both feet. Dominic scored on this ground with his weaker foot, and some other goals as well. So many other games. Double feet is important for any player.
Yeah, I told you here it depends on the personnel. It depends on the player. If the player can use both feet effectively and he can play off position, you can use him for a tactical reason. When a player that is naturally good in that place is not available, you put that player there. Or if you have a player that is very stubborn going forward in the opponent's team, then you put a player such like that who can play both feet and can be able to tame that player in the other team. So, like I said, it depends on the player, and it's also a tactical decision also.
Absolutely. Tactical decision also. I like the way Abdullah Conte and Lame Sisa cover each other. For a minute, he's on the right hand side. Because London Jetta loses that, it passed Lame Sisa. Lame Sisa went back to his position, and Abdullah Conte covers him. So for a second now, they understand each other very well. They don't even need to communicate anymore. They don't at all. London Jetta, going long to Molamin Dabo. Mustafa Jaju winning that down, but Mohamed Fai was already back, but Jaju does well. Selo Jallo, but losses that again to Mohamed Fai. Fai looking for the run of Ibrahim Sise. Mohamed Sise there, Abdullah Conte going all the way back to Omar Keita, who's working it out. It was good for goal because he knew Omar Keita was in there. Lame Sise to Mustafa Jaju. Jaju twisting and turning, losses that there. To the center mid, here comes Ibrahim Basse, the center forward, the 9 for Serekunda United. Lamin Sise is standing absolutely firm. Here comes Saidu Baji to the right full back in Lamin Kohli. That is a too deep of a cross, and Lani Jata will watch it all the way out for a goal kick for Medina United, as we have 25 minutes on the clock, 20 minutes of normal time to go in the fourth period. This time is absolutely fast this evening. It really is. Keita Umar to Conte Abdullahi. Ibrahim Abbas is stopping him from going back to his netminder. So Abdullah Conte inviting the press. Going long, Silla standing firm for Serekunda United. Saidu Baji. First to face with Buba El Jaite on the deep left of the field. A good left-footed winger. Saidu does well to find the cross. Mohamed touching it down. Lames is heading it out. Almighty opportunity. And that's the opener. Scored by the number 20. Lamin Manjang, and only 26 minutes of the clock. Lamin Manjang open the scoreline for Serekunda United, 1-0.
Yeah, definitely. You can see it coming. The players are not composed. It's like they are not into the game yet. They are not settled. We are giving away cheap possession. We are out of position. So, and you can see Serekunda, we are doing all their best just to make sure that they are in front, because they cannot allow Medina to be in front, and it's going to be very, very difficult for them to come back if Medina goes in front. So now Medina has to bring the game to Serekunda United if they really have to come out of this game with the desired results. So it is game on now. It's a challenge thrown to Medina, and Medina has to respond.
Yeah, I think there are some poor decisions making there. I also think The netminder should have only come out if he knew he would have it 100%. He went out a little bit too early, and those are decisions making that are very important for any goalkeeper in the world, because you are in a position that any mistake from you could lead to goal. But then that's the game for you. Mistakes must happen for a goal to happen. And 1-0 Serekunda United pounds. He changed boots. Was he wearing the wrong footwear? And he looked to going back to his old boots. And as a player, I think you don't have a new boot and use it in a game directly. You got to use it in training ground, and now he's gone back. He's gone back to his old wear. That's what I would have advised him to wear anyway. Selu Jallo, touching it down to Molamin Dabo. Hausu chasing that ball there, but Saidu Baji will do well to cover his right fullback. Saidu. Back to Silla, who's touching it out. Silla to Kohli. And Lennon Jata will do well to touch it back to Lamin Sise. Sise to Bubail Jaite, the left fullback. Jaite going for a first-time delivery in the penalty area, but the bodies weren't much there, and that was a great football there from the 5 in Mohamed Low. Low touching it down, looking for the run of Saidu Baji. Baji going for his goal scorer in Lamin Manja. Manja loses that to Abdullah Conte, who will touch Selu Jallo. Here comes the left fullback in Mohamed Fai. But that's hard for a throw. Lamin Sise to landing Jata. Jata was trying to go long, but Low was there. And that's handball and a free kick for Medina United. Sise to calm down by Abdullah Conte. Comes London Jata, trailing by a goal to nil in their home territory this evening. And they need to find that balance and composure and idea to get back in the game and possibly go for winner. Omar Keita. And then Jata touching it down to Lamin Sise. Sise to Selu Jallo. Good football. I'm trying to form in the triangle or the 3v2. Gaffer Alujan telling them, don't force the goal, you got to create it. Don't rush to attack. As he has his players warming up now, maybe up to go for change of territory. Abdullah Conte does well, and Buba El Jaita was giving him that option there. Jaita will held the pressure, not from the back, and there will be a free kick for Medina taken quickly by Abdullah Conte to Omar Keita. Keita to take, calling for options. And with London Jata, he gave him on the right hand side of the field. Jata to Selu Jallo. Jallo does well to go all the way back. Great first time to now. House Sana was making that early run. House on the right hand side of the field. First time delivery. Was a locking ball. But the centre back start firm. Lamin Sise touching it back does well. Great football to keep the ball in play. Hunger. And the commitment there to win that ball back. Omar Keita. Keita to Abdullah Conte. Medina boys trying to lift the tempo of the game in the best way possible. Trying to create those spaces. Molamin Dabo coming back. And the referee felt he stretched his hand. And Kohli, the right full back, in Lamin Kohli wins a free kick for Serekunda United, who are looking for their 4th point of this competition. We'll come back to that, of course. The tempo of the game is coming up.
No, I think, like I said, you can see the moment Serekunda United scored that goal, they went into a defensive shape. Check them. When they lose the ball, how they shape themselves. And I told you, teams like this, they work on their defensive shape.
Selu Jallo coming in. Down to send it to Abdul Jaju. That touch from Abdul was in the best of touches. And that's out for a goal kick. That was a great counter-attack.
Yeah, like I was saying, teams like this, when they take the lead against teams like Medina who are on form, they must have worked on their defensive shape and their defensive drills. So here they are. It is going to be very, very difficult if we don't play our game to our level. We have to bring a tempo that they cannot match because they've used a lot of energy. If you look at them, they use a lot of energy. So now we have to bring the game to them so that they will at least burn their energy more and they won't be able to catch up. But we have to score the goals. Like this opportunity shouldn't have just gone like that. That was a goal. That was a great chance for us to finish and get back into the game.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right, Sang. Hausu already switching in the wing now. And Abdul Jajiban in attack and already had a chance, which is Kwana there, or whose first touch wasn't the best. Conte. And that was a great defensive shape, like Sang said earlier on. As they're in no hurry to attack Medina United. Keita.
You see, check the line.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking for the run of London Jata. Was giving us that options. London Jata going for first time delivery. Silla, the penalty. That's a penalty for Medina. Silla, the centre back in Yaya Silla. He stretched his hand a little bit and that's a penalty in Anilan. An absolute penalty because the hand brought the ball back into his part. And that's a penalty. Good call from the central referee.
That was a brilliant call from the central referee. But like I said, you can see they considered a penalty because they are defending now. They are running back. They are too deep. Check how many blue players were inside that box. That was unnecessary. So you're gonna pile the pressure on yourself. So I said that they work on their defensive shape. So they always get more men behind the ball whenever they lose the ball. But you have to be very good technically, individually, to be able to deal with those balls or those crosses that come into your box. So if you do that against a team like Medina, you have to be really, really prepared. So this has to count for something so that we can get back into the game and relieve ourselves the pressure.
Absolutely. So Moulamin Dabo, he's searching for his first goal of the season. Alone from Real de Banjul, started in every league game. The whistle is gone. Moulamin Dabo against Cherno. That was beautifully converted there. And his account open. 1-1 at this Birkama Boxbar Mini Stadium. And Moulamin Dabo has his first goal. Hopefully, first among many.
Yeah, he's a brilliant player, very good, very efficient, very reliable. He's a team player. He's individually good. He is very disciplined. And as you can see, he took the penalty brilliantly well. There was no way that goalkeeper could have gotten onto that ball. So it was just brilliantly placed, well calculated, and he was calm, as you can see from the spot. So that was a well taken penalty, and that is what they should do. They should pile the pressure on Serekunda, because Serekunda, whenever they lose the ball, they are going down to defend. So we have to put the pressure on them. We have to bring the game on them, force them to make mistakes, and then we capitalize on them.
One thing Umar Keita is really good at is his feet. He can pass any of his teammates from anywhere on the field. And the boys understand, look, the moment Umar Keita had that ball, look at the run of London Jata to an attacking third. He knew Umar would collect him, and Umar put the ball on his feet. And all London had to do was to direct the ball in the penalty area. Keita has that great quality there, sir.
Yeah, one great quality a goalkeeper must have is the fit distribution. You should be able to assist. You should be able to pass a striker or a player in an advanced position upfield. So if a goalkeeper has that, if he can do those quality distributions, find his players upfield, and he does it quickly and catches the opponent unawares, those are qualities that you need in a top goalkeeper. And when you have a top goalkeeper in a team, then you have a complete team, definitely.
Absolutely, you really do. And they have a man down, no one touch him. Could it be as a result of cramp, or could the energy be drilling a little bit? You said that, sir.
Yeah, I said they are using a lot of energy to try to tame or to take this thing out of Medina, to give them that scare that, well, we are here, you should be aware. And that is what they did, and they did it positively, and they got a goal out of it. But Medina should learn from this and realize that they're going to burn a lot of energy, which they won't be able to cope. The quality of the two teams with with no disrespect, it's not the same. So Medina should learn from that and know that they've used a lot of energy. Now we have to take the game to them, force them to burn more energy, and at the end of the day, they won't be able to cope. And then we capitalize on their energy levels and then on their mistakes as well, because the more the energy level of a player is going down, the more he makes mistakes, and indecisions can cause you reckless decisions which can be detrimental to your team.
Definitely. And that was their center forward, Ibrahim Abbas, down. He's assisted by his Fishiyosh. Omar Keita had a discussion there with the players while the man was down. They did have a good committee discussion around the center circle. Fingers crossed that pays dividend. So Keita touching it down to Abdullah Conte. We're back on level terms after that beautiful dispatch penalty from Lamin Dabo. Throwing, conceding poorly there by Lamin Manjang in the early part of the contest. But the 34th minute, Medina equalized. Giato going long, touching it down to Selo Jallo. Who wins a throw for Medina United to be taken by the PC and the electric landing Jata. Jata. Selo does well. Back to Selo Jallo. At the edge of the box. Checking on the far left to Abdullah Conte. Conte looking for the run of Buba El Jaite. Good pass from Abdullah Conte, but good run. Offside? I don't think so. I don't think so. That was a fantastic run from Jaite and a wonderful pass.
It's not that. I totally disagree, because we saw where Buba El Jaite was running from. He ran deep infield. When Conte got the ball, we saw he knew exactly what Conte was going to do, and he started his run the moment the ball left the feet of Conte. So I don't know exactly why he made that call. I can't understand, but I totally disagree this time with the assistant referee.
So Khalifa Barry is coming in for Serekunda United as their center forward in Basse will not be able to continue. So Khalifa Barry is coming in to replace Ibrahim Basse. Khalifa Barry will now have the responsibility of finding the back of the net. We wait to know, is this a like-for-like replacement, or are they going to a 4-4-2 formation, or is Mohamed, the skipper, going into the center forward role? So Khalifa Barry looked to be a left-footed winger too, so he could be occupying on the left role with Saidu Baji drifting on the right-hand side of the attack. So it's two left-footed attackers versus one center forward in the right foot in the skipper in Mohamed Fai. So here comes the free kick, taken quickly by 4 in Ibrahim Silla. Abdul Jaju comes back to help, and Mustafa Jaju controls it down, looking to cause upset. He's absolutely pacey. That's a free kick. Good call from the central referee, as he was obstructed so hard there. Yahya Silla called that penalty earlier on to Medina's favor. Conte Abdullah to Lamin Sisse. So hard for a throw for Medina. Cielo Jallo. Back to and then Giato to Lamin Sisse. Good football. Cielo all the way back to the netminder Omar Keita. Yeah, absolutely. Keita Omar. Keita going long, looking for the run of landing Jata. Great defending there by the left full back in Mohamed Fai for Serekunda United, who are doing a lot of defensive work now at this moment. Landing Jata touching it down to Selu Jallo. Jallo back to Brian Mendy. Mendy Brian to Abdullah Conte. Conte looking to jink one in the penalty area, but Selu was giving him options. Back to Conte Abdullah, as Lamin Sisse was calling for that option. Kafalu Jain missed on the touchline. He wanted to get it right. Absolutely in a hurry to getting it right. Lamin Dabo, they're trying to operate Serekunda. House Sane at the edge of the box, trying to turn, pressing it away from Lamin Dabo onto the gloves of Cherno Sanya. Good build up there. Good build up. Gaffer wants everyone to be involved now. He wants everyone to be involved. Molamin Dabo running inside the penalty area to House Sane. House trying to jing in the first time delivering the penalty area. Serekunda United struggling to come up their line, which they will now do. Here comes Ibrahim Afai, touching it down to Mohamed Fai. Mohamed Fai to Saidu Baji. Baji looking for the run of Khalifa Bari. Umar Keita come off his line to gather with his head. Ibrahim Afai, the tempo of the game is now coming up. Both teams are needing it at the moment. Manjang to Fai. Great defending there by Abdullah Conte to Brian Mendy. Mendy looking for the run of Molamin Dabo. We knew what he was trying to do. But Ibrahim Keita read it absolutely well. And that's still ball in play. It touched Hausu. Sane. Also is down. The man down, nursing a bit of pain. Absolutely. But House will be okay to continue. The tempo is coming up now. And I think what Medina are trying to do, some coaches will tell you, let's bring the game back to our level and we kill them. That's what Serekunda tried to do in the first 20 minutes. They knew they cannot match Medina's tempo in any land. So they brought the game to their level and they scored Medina. So now what Medina are trying to do now is, we are now forcing you to adjust our level if you can. That's what Alijan was trying to do. He's calling on everyone to lift the tempo of the game. Let's lift it. If they can adjust, fine. If they cannot, we see. That's what they're trying to do.
We have to raise our level of involvement in the game. We have to raise our level of focus in the game. We have to take our chances. Come on, we are creating all the chances, and we are using the ball very well. We are taking the ball forward. In most cases, if you look at all the chances that we got, I think if Serekunda got those chances, they would have put it in the back of the net because they know they cannot afford to lose those chances. But we are being so flamboyant, so we just wasteful. So we just have to do better than that, because if Serekunda happens to get another goal, it's going to be difficult. This time they won't slip, they won't make any mistakes. So we just have to do better. We just have to bring the game to them so that they won't cope. Let's play our rhythm, let's play our tempo, let's be more hungry and move the ball a little bit faster and then get into the opponent's half. That's all. And then we finish with the game.
Absolutely, definitely. Long one from Keita to Abdul Jaju. He's a good passer of the ball. You see again, onto the feet of Abdul Jaju, who's running inside the penalty area, trying to twist and turn with Koli. Oh, Mustafa Jaju was pressing himself for drive. Has also wanted to go long. Cello, that was a handball, I think. But Keita winning it back to Silla. Here comes Manjang, looking for the run of Khalifa Bari. Bari face to face with London Jata, having a negotiation there with the ball, but Cello Jallo come back to win that ball back well for Medina, who was sniped from the back, and a free kick for Medina United at their own box. Yeah.
House should do better.
Should do better, yeah?
House should do better by now. House should do better. He should be scoring those are chances that you can miss as a striker. He's a kid, he's still growing, but he should do better. He should prove that the coach is right for starting me. We have a lot of strikers on the bench, we have forwarders on the bench, so he has to make it count. He has to prove to everybody that the coach is right for putting me on the field. So I have a place here to start. So he has to put that signature there, that I have to start, I deserve to start, I'm a worthy starter.
Absolutely. Long one, but that's a poor one. Aslo was looking for the run of Saidu Baji, but Baji does well to keep it in play. 2 minutes to be added on. On top of the 45 minutes. It's an electric past 30 minutes of football. As we are heading to the halftime break, it looks as though on a one-all scoreline, unless another team create magic here in this 2-minute additional time. Jaite is down. Was pushed from the back, but Conte Abdullahi, Medina have their second goal in six scored in the first period. Their past 4 goals in the second division have all been scored. Past 3 goals have all been scored in the second half. So London Jata slept for a little bit, but Brian Mendy was wary of that. Salou back to Lamin Cisse. Cisse to London Jata. And Khalifa Bari could not keep that in play for Serekunda United. as Medina searching for that important second goal. Here comes Selo Jallo. Jallo trying to twist and turn, but could not keep it in play for Medina as well, as the ball is out for throw for Serekunda United. With less than 50 seconds of additional time to go. Mohamed Fai. Selo uses his body there. Manjang. It's a free kick. It's a free kick for Serekunda United. Saidu Baji is behind it. So too there are 5 in Mohamed Low. But Saidu looks to be the specialist, as he has been taking all their dead balls in this first period. Marketa arranging his 2-man barrier in Molamin Dabo. A barrier just more than Dabo. Aselo will be going in to stop the fullback in 5. Here comes Saidu Baji for what could possibly be the last action in the first period. And the final, Brian Mendy touching it down well for Mustafa Jaju. Half-time moving. That was a moving ball. That was a good build-up there, stopped. And to much dismay by Abdul Jaju. But as a half-time break, a 30 minutes of fly and fun and 2 brilliant goals of Manyang and a beautifully converted penalty by Molamin Dabo. That would take us to the half-time break in the 4th game of Gambian second division. Half-time. Medina United 0. Medina 1 brother. United 1. We're back for the second period. Another 45 minutes of football hours. 45 minutes to know who the winner will be, who will have another 3 points added to their name ahead of the Christmas break. As there will be a lengthy Christmas break as the second division. The next game for Medina will be on the 8th of January 2025. That is next year. In the context, House behind the ball to restart play for Medina. 1-1 in the first period. Saying, what are you looking for in the second period?
Well, I think in the second period, the boys just have to get their heads into the game, get back into the game, focus, pay close attention to what Serekunda United is trying to do, because you can see they have few players that they are relying upon, and if you understand what your opponent is doing, I think that's a plus, that's an edge. But I think they are trying to take the game a little bit more casual, and that can cost us. So they just have to get back into the game, pay more attention, and then play to their rhythm and their level.
Finally, that's a long ball. Here comes Landon Jata going for a first-time delivery that is too close to the netminder in Cherno Sanyang, who comes after Garda with absolute poise and looking for the run of Ibrahima. Abdullah Konda losses that there. I think the netminder descender forward fell down too easily, and the referee was not fully onto his tricks. Oh, Mustafa Jaju panicked for a second, kicked the ball in no man's land. Saidu Baji to take it quickly, rolling it well for Kohli. Kohli, here comes Saidu. Saidu too close, and netminder Umar would gather with absolute poise as Khalifa Barry was walking. And then Jata they are rather running with absolute pace. Aselo giving him that options, but that pass was too close as the number 5 in Mohamed Low clear off his line for a throw for Medina United. Here comes the throw. With to be taken by Landing Jata on the right hand side of the field. A win for Medina, who are on top of the league at the moment, take them to 10 points. Serekunda on the other hand would have 4. Selo entering at the end of the box. A little bit too ambitious, and it went wide. He just needed the direction. He hit that with venom, but the direction sang was absolutely lacking. with just the net minder to beat. It's difficult to control, but Sello ought to have done better there.
Yeah, a player of his caliber, I think he should have done better. He should have waited a little bit more and then take it when he's much more comfortable in a better position. The proximity to the ball between him and the ball at that time was not good. So, but a quality player like him, I think he ought to do better. Yeah, he ought to do better than that.
Definitely. Landing Jata, first time delivery. Molamin Dabo on an outward header, and it's going out with Shero Sanyang is looking to still keep it in play, but that will be out for a throw to be taken by Buba El Jaite on the deep left of the field. Jaite looking to go all the way to Molamin Dabo, was pushing by Lamin Kohli, but that's out for a throw for Serekunda United, and Kohli taking it quickly to Silla. Yaya Silla going long. Abdullah Conte trying to adjust to that, and that's out. That will be a free kick for Serekunda United. The referee felt Ibrahima Cisse was touched too heavily by Abdullah Conte, and the number 4 in Ibrahima Silla behind that. He has to go back. That was at the wrong side of the foul. Ibrahima Silla, that's time wasting, absolutely, or maybe tempo killer. Here comes Saidu Baji going long. That is now looks to be their plan, putting the ball in the penalty area anytime they have it. Manjang, the scorer of their only goal at the end of the box. Here comes Fai, first time delivery too deep. And Buwa Jaite keeping it in play. He should have leave it out for a goal kick, I thought. But Jaite was hungry to keep the ball back in play. Silla lost it there to Molamin Dabo. Nothing, says the central referee. Of course, there was nothing. It's out for a throw. Jaji Mustafa to Buba Jaite, looking for the run of Hausu Sane. Hausu against Yaya Silla. But Yaya is way faster than Hausu. And it's urged by Mustafa Jaji to be ready for those long balls. Lawrence warming up, so too Malik Mo. Here comes Kohli, right full back for Serekunda. Touching it down to low. House was pressing. Kohli will now clear his line. Manja was coming in, so too low, but Brand Mini tried to heading it down. Ibrahima does well to Khalifa Bari. Bari looking for the run of Mohamed Fai, but that is too deep. As Landing Jata will left that ball out for a throw for himself and throw for Medina, who are trying to press Serekunda United deep. Sellu was crowded there on. I think he landed too awkwardly. And Khalifa Bari, he jumped on Sellu Jallo, and Sellu was trying to rescue himself and moving away from the bodies. But there's a new rule saying if you cannot jump, move away. Sellu didn't jump, should he have moved then?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what he was trying to do, but already the weight of the opponent's body was on him, so he moved late. And I think the way the opponent jumped on him, that's why the referee couldn't call it as a foul against Sellu, but he should have moved a little bit much quicker.
Absolutely. Sellu Jallo trying to jink past his marker in Keita. Sellu still with Helena press, and now he wins a free kick for Medina United against Ibrahima Keita. That's a free kick. I think Brian is a good take off a ball, but Sellu is well placed for Sellu as well. But with Sellu's fitting, it could be too deep, as it's going to be an in-swinger. I would love to see Brian or Abdul Jali taking that one there in that position. But it's left for Sellu, so who has the responsibility to connect either of Abdullah Conte and Lamin Cisse in the penalty area, who those two centre backs have a very strong aerial presence. Molamin Dabo too has a very strong aerial presence. Has Susane too in there, in as well as Buba El Jaite. As Brian Mendes standing at the edge of the box with Mustafa Jaju, they have no aerial presence anyway. So Sellu to take that. Going long, it's a teasing ball. Lamin Dabo keeping the ball back in play. Cherno handles it well. Cello would want to allow his boys to recover, which they do now, as Lamin Koli touching it down. Koli trying to play his center forward in Ibrahima. Lamin Sise does well. Brian Mendy doing well to Abdullah Conte. Brian landing Jata to Abdul Jaju, good movement there. Selu Jallo trying to turn, brought down again. That's a free kick for Medina United. He's stronger than his looks. Absolutely, you want to use his body or physicality over him, you bring him down forcefully, and that's a free kick in the land. Conte Abdullahi looking for the run of the hungry to goal Mustafa Jaju of recent. Sello thought he didn't give the foul, and Ibrahim Silla claimed he stepped on him. So that's a free kick for Serekunda in their territory. As the second half tempo is in the best so far, neither side ain't giving us the rhythm they left the first period with. Mustafa Jaju heading it down to Hausu Sane. Hausu heading it down to Sello Jallo. On a 1v1 now, with just in that mind at a bit. And Sello driving it into the penalty area, driving into the goal mouth. He needed all the composer in the wall. And when you need that composer, you find Sello, then you get it right. He places it beyond the reach of the netminder, and Medina United lead by 2-1. Yeah, and now lifting the sound of Sidi Keita. We are all with you, sir. We absolutely are with you. Who lost his father 2 days ago, and that is the Medina family they call, supporting him, who is following us from home, who was on contact with us via video calls all this morning. We're wishing Father all rest in peace, and may Allah grant him the highest place in Jannah. So on the pitch, Medina lead by 2-1.
Yeah, that was beautiful break, very quick, very decisive. You can see, like, I think this is one of the best actions that Hausu has got involved in for all the minutes we have played. You can see what he did here as a center forward. He just have to tip that ball over the defender, and then Selu ran and then made that very, very beautiful finish at the bottom corner of the net. So that was just beautiful play from Medina.
Good, beautiful play from Medina. 2-1, Medina lead. Sello has a second goal of the season. So too Lamin, so too Mustafa Jaju. Lamin Dabo has won today via the penalty spot. Abdul Jaju coming in now. Here they are now on the rampart form. Here they are now in blue moon. Abdul Jaju touching it down to Sello Jallo. Jallo back to Jaju. Abdul to Sello to Jata. Going for the first time. House was making that good run. That was a wonderful run, a wonderful pass. But the assistant referee felt he ran fractionally too early. But Hausu should have found the back of the net there. But he did have a very good assist 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah, like I said, he's a kid, he's still growing, but he should be doing better because he has to prove to the GFF that yeah, definitely you got it right. I should be here, I should be playing. I decide to start. So he has to be doing that. Even though it was flat offside, but we should have seen that ball in the back of the net. That is even good for his confidence.
Yeah, indeed. Free kick for Serekunda United in Medina's territory. Medina from behind lead for the first time this afternoon or this evening at the Birkama Box Bar Mini Stadium. Goals from Lamin Dabo and Sello Jallo are proving vital. Last season, finding the back of the net was a problem on so many occasions. This season, it looks to be, because they have scored in all the games so far. Against Gunjur, against Wabanjul, against Kolestars, and today too. It's only Gunjur they find it at just one. All the other games, they find it on 2 occasions. So, if your 4 players can score 2 goals in every game, and the different line can guarantee you at least a clean sheet, or they will not concede more than 1, that's enough for qualification to the top tier.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is the steady win. We just have to maintain this steady win, this run of form. Doesn't matter how many goals we concede, but at the end of the day, let's win the game. We need the 3 points.
Was that offside?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. The referee, the assistant referee has to tell us who was offside. Was it Sil, was it Dabo, or was it Hausu?
Did Hausu interfere in play?
No, I don't think so. And Dabo got off running here. He ran from deep here. So anyway, that's his decision, and we just have to live by it.
Okay, we just have to. Mustafa Jaji touching the Alfred throw. Inside the Baji in a hurry. Tourist start play for Serekunda, who will now be forced to lift the tempo of the game all by themselves, and that will leave them exposed. That will definitely leave them exposed because they'll want to find an equalizer. Here comes Saido Baji, going long. Great football there from Silla. Silla rolling it well to Lamin Kohli for Serekunda United. Calling at the deep right of the field, first to first with Buba Jaite. Saido Baji trying to twist and turn. Molamin double claim, he didn't have a touch on him. Saido first to first with Jaite still, and Jaite will do well to clear his line. And defend his goal mad well. That's out for a corner kick for Serekunda United. He does well to win that corner. Saidu and Jaite and Dabo should have done better in stopping that corner in the best way possible. But here comes the corner to be taken by Ibrahim Silla for Serekunda United. The left-footed centre mid. Ibrahim touching it down to Saidu Baji on the first time delivery. The ball still not cleared, but Hausu does well to clear his line. Nothing says the assistant referee. Here comes Low now. Low trying to bring the ball back in play. Marqueta backpedaling, does well to handle. And I see receive cheers from the supporters. Going long, looking for the run of Abdul Jaju, who's heading it down with 3 against 1. Abdul. That was an opportunity he should have made the best use of. Hausu, I think, was in an offside position. Could he have connected Luden maybe?
Both Hausu and Selu were in very good. They were in very good positions. I don't think they were offside anywhere. I think Abdul should have just tipped the ball to his left side of the field, and then one of the 2 strikers who were going forward could just connect with the ball and then make a simple finish. But I think that was a very poor decision from him, and consequently he ran into the defender and he got hit. Now look at him now. He's in pains unnecessarily. So this is what we tell players what to do. We tell you to make those decisions that will be good for the team and for yourself. So I think he should have done better. We should have been 3-1 by now, and it would have just put the final nail on the coffin on Serekunda, because they wouldn't have found the inspiration to push forward, because 3 goals against Medina at this moment is definitely going to be very difficult to come back.
I know Abdul is not a selfish player, because he always wants to play his team whenever they are free. But do you think on that occasion he wanted to score?
I think he was trying to go solo, because from all indications he was trying to go solo, which was not the right decision. You have two of your teammates running in space, very good positions. You could have just played the ball to them, and then you make things easy for everybody. And I think another problem that the coach has to address right now is the number 11, which is Sedu Jiba of Serekunda. If I see any problem on this pitch against Medina, is that boy. He is starting everything for them. He is involved in everything that makes sense for Serekunda. So we have to look for somebody who is going to lock him down. We have to look for that key. We have to look for that padlock. We have to put him on a check. He is everything for them. He's a very experienced player, and he's doing everything. He's dictating everything Serekunda is doing. So we have to control him.
Absolutely. Very right. Keita. Conte. Going long, looking for the run of Hausu offside.
Anytime you run fast, this country is offside.
Yeah, even if we are not, just be in front of the defenders.
Yes.
They will still up.
Take off.
Absolutely.
Take off quickly.
And not all 1v1 are offsides. Sometimes it's about the ball. When did the ball leave the feet of the passer?
Yes.
And was he behind the defender before the ball left the feet. So if he is a bit faster, if he makes the movement after the ball, he's not offside in any land.
It was just fast.
Yeah, so here comes a corner for Serekunda United. To be taken by their right full back in Lamin Kohli. As they're preparing a substitution, as the 17 is coming in a jiffy. Kohli, here he comes, going for drive all by himself, but Conte put his body in front of that ball. Silla touching it down to Saidu Baji. A quick 1-2 there from Silla and Baji, but Brian Mendy does well. Sello Jallo now, it's 3 against 2. Mustafa making the run, Abdu also making the run, going for this time across to the run of Mustafa. They're not making the best use of that.
Abdu is just sloppy.
Abdu should have whipped that ball hard and low to find that behind the...
I told you from all indications, from the first opportunity he was going solo, and this one he was given the opportunity to feed 3 players that were in space, and he couldn't. So he's just getting sloppy, and the coach should do something about it. You get us a forwarder who is sharp, who is ready, who has seen the advantage and the opportunities, and then we just finish this game. We cannot be gambling. 2-1 is a very tight margin. It's slim. So we have to do something to get the 3rd goal and then end this game.
Indeed. So Philip Sambo, the 17, is also coming up with the 10 as well. Serekunda preparing substitutions.
Yeah, they prepared the substitution. One thing I see this season in the Serekunda team is like they have a lot of youngsters, and it's like they have a lot of youth.
Are you trying to turn? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said they have a lot of young players?
I think Serekunda has one of the youngest team in the 2nd division. I can see a lot of youngsters in their team. And like I said, you can see that action again. I don't think Abdu is ready this afternoon. That should have been a goal. If you cannot take a shot, you play a pass, or you keep your ball. So he can take a shot, he can pass, and he can keep his ball. So he went diving too easily, and the referee is not going to have none of that. So I think the coach just have to do something.
Handball, free kick, double substitution. Number 17 coming in, Silla is coming out, and the 17 is Philip Sambo for Serekunda United, and the 2 Yaya Silla is making way. So 19 is coming out, and the 10 is Lamin Singate. Lamin is coming in for Serekunda United. So Lamin Singate and Khalifa Bari are in. Here comes the free kick. Free kick there. Side behind that.
That's a free, number 10.
Singate, yeah, the newly stopped. I think they didn't see him. He came looking behind that man. I think Mustafa also sacrificed himself. Mustafa is trying to guard the one at the edge of the box. That's usually his role. Well, Abdu could have gone back maybe. Yeah, good defensive headed up by Lamin Sise. Sello Jallo now coming in. Trying to send in the first time pass. He does well trying to win the ball back. Mustafa Jajidu trying to close that down well. And that's out for a throw. Throw taken by Buba Jaite. Touching it down to Molamin Dabo. Dabo going all the way back to Mustafa Jaji, who wins a free kick for Medina United. Lamin Dabo is down, but it's okay to continue, and Abdullah Conte will be taking the resulting free kick. As we have 20 minutes in the 2nd period with so many opportunities to find the back of the net. Hausu has changed wing with Abdul Jaji, who is now on the striking department, with Molamin Dabo on the left wing, as he has been all afternoon. Singate losses that there to Brian Mendy. Ibrahima Fai now coming in, running into space. He said there. Here they come to Manjang. Manjang tried to trade in the pass, but Abdullah Conte read that well. As a classes line, as Lawrence Mendy is preparing to come in. Would this be a like-for-like replacement, or would he be making way for Abdul? Remains to be seen. But Fai, the left full back down. And Lawrence Mendy will be coming in Any moment from now on. Long ball, great defending there by Jata. Aside Baji trying to bring the ball back in play offside. Yeah, he was sleeping in an offside position. I think he didn't look at the last line. Hausu is making way for Lawrence Mendy for what would be, or for what is a like-for-like replacement. And Lawrence will be occupying the striking department from now onwards. The referee feel is to leave the field on the other side of the pitch. Yeah, the proximity, wherever you are closest to, as per the new rules, that's where you leave the field from. That's a good rule, though.
Yeah, definitely that's a good rule, because the opponent is at the disadvantage when you want to sprint across the field and there's no time. That's a time-wasting tactic that players try to employ, and the referees are not going to have any of that.
Indeed. Also, yeah, he was in an offside position, offside. I think I saw a bit of that there, from where I am sitting, in fact. So that's a free kick. Yeah. Ibrahim Keita to the 17 in Philip Sambu, who's a centre back. So they did make a defensive substitution. Yaya Silla is midway. I think he's the one who caused the handball. He was mentally down a little bit. How important is it having those mentally strong players who will make a mistake and still lift themselves up and find the next one, the next one, the next one? Some after a mistake or so, they are off the game. How important is that, sir?
Yeah, that comes with age, and that comes with maturity and experience as well. So, like I said, you look at the Serekunda team, they have a lot of youngsters, and if a player is given that responsibility to make sure that he keeps the mark safe, and then he ends up making a mistake so colossal like that, that mistake brought Medina back into the game. So it's gonna take a toll on him. So the coach made a very good decision to take him out, because he's no more in the game, and that can cost them a lot, because Medina is now back in the game. They're awake, so he's gonna be under pressure, and he can crack.
And Moulamed Dabo will be in the booking of the referee. There is a yellow collar out. He fell, he hit Lamin Koli too deeply on his ankle. He's in the booking of the central referee. So here comes a free kick to be taken by Mohamed Low, the number 5. Now preparing himself for an in-swinger. As Lawrence Mendy, the tall, lanky centre forward, already back to help the defense line. Here it comes, low, going long. Umar Keita coming out to gather the responsibility of a tall netminder to help out the defense line in those long balls. Keita does this time. Going long, a good kicker of a football. Looking for the run of Abdul Jaju. Was nearly a sloppy defending there. But Saidu does well, keeping it back in play. Low losses that to Abdul Jaju, to Mustafa Jaju at the edge of the box. Jaju trying to turn, rolling it well for Brian Mendy. Mendy all the way back to Abdullah Conte. Conte, nothing, says the central referee. Here comes Singati, that was a foul. I think, but Buba Chaita was already back and winning that ball back. Moulamed Dabo, yeah, it is, but because he was already guilty. Abdul Jaju does well to keep the ball in play for Mustafa Jaju. Jaju was looking for the run of Lawrence Mendy. Mustafa going for a cross, still looking for Lawrence at the entrance of the box. And great defensive cover there from Kohli. Kohli heading it down to Manjang, the goal scorer for Serekunda. Manjang, Bolame Sise already covering the center forwards. Sise does well. A great defensive cover with Abdullah Conte. Sello Jallo was calling for that ball. He wants it and gets it. Abdullah Conte, the defender, was making that overlap now. He is interested. Abdullah Conte at the edge of the box to Moulamed Dabo, who is trying to place himself for a drive. And a great defensive cover. He wanted to go for goal. He was preparing himself for. Yeah. And Conte was already in an overlap. The tempo of the game is now coming in. Singate trying to jink past his marker. Looks for Ibrahim Cisse. Cisse, here he comes. Lamin Cisse trying to win in that battle, but no, he could not. And a great opportunity. Great goalkeeping there by Umar Keita. Wonderful goalkeeping. Medina left exposed a little bit as Conte was in a no man's land and Lamin Sise was the legal pass. Serekunda won the equalizer. Here comes Spy coming in. Baji was calling. Singate Tanu changing. Saidu Baji at the edge of the box. Baji placing himself, but Keita again coming off his line. Brian Mendy, the DM, told him to calm down. Long one from Omar Keita. Ali Chan is busy on the technical area. Salah and Jang busy on the technical bench. Yeah, this is what happens when you. Yes, sometimes they need for lift up. So this is what happens when you train your boys for full. Sometimes they don't have to execute that. But here comes a draw to be taken by Bua Al Jaite. So the governor was not happy with that overlap from Conte. Maybe if you are not that fast to sprint back, and it's always risky. Yeah, it is. So the players will use this moment for a water break.
I don't know what they are telling Eto.
He's having a good game.
He's having a good game.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Eto's football.
Absolutely. Dude.
Stretcher for somebody?
Yeah. Cramp? Muscles?
Yeah, maybe he fell awkwardly. Maybe that's why we need a stretcher. But I think the coaches also should be calm. They should be a little bit calm because we can't just keep throwing instructions on different players at the same time. We have to have one instruction and we have to have a very precise instruction that will help the boys to calm down and find their rhythm. Because right now you throw instructions to all the players at the same time, it's going to be too much and it's just going to be scanty. We don't know exactly what we want from them. So you're going to confuse them. Let's have one simple instructions that is going to be just good for the team, and then we can move on. I think right now what we need to do is not to be losing those balls so cheaply. We lost the ball. Abdullah's going forward was not bad. You can see centre backs can go forward. Yeah. He had the opportunity. He went forward.
But how will your players keep the ball?
And then he got the ball very well, sending a cross into the box. And Dabo did not do very well with the ball. The ball came through the midfield and then through our back. That was irresponsibility. He did what he could do. He defended the ball, played it into the midfield and went forward, got the return pass, and he sent the cross into the box. He did enough. So his teammates should have done better, knowing that he left his position. We have to close, we have to cover, we have to use the ball well. That is very simple.
Definitely. Indeed.
Because Buba was here. So if Abdullah leaves this place, Buba has no business going up. He should stay.
Yeah. So Serekunda preparing a double substitution. Number 3 and number 8 coming in any moment from now, which will give a confirmation to in a short while. Lamin Koli is down, nursing a bit of pain, and he wouldn't be able to make it. Selo Jallo on a similar angle, which he assisted Lamin Sise against Koli Stars. Environmentally, it's on the same place, on the same spot. From his out-swinging foot to the location of the ball and everything. In the last game for the first goal. So Buba Al Jaite running into the penalty area. Serekunda United will be preparing double substitution. Their number 3 and number 8 will be coming in. And the 8 is Amadou Baji. Here comes the free kick. Selo Jallo, first time delivery. It's out for a corner or goal kick. Amadou Baji is coming in. And Atokoria. Korea and Amidou Baji coming in for Serekunda United as they have made way. So it looks as though Amidou Korea will be replacing Lamin Koli, the injured right fullback. And Jata working it out. Lawrence obstructing the centre backs. 31 minutes in the second period played. 14 minutes of normal time to go. 76 in overall. Brian Mendy touching it back to Lamin Cisse. Cisse back to Umar Keita. Keita who will work it out deep inside the opponent box. Selo Jallo heading it down well for Lawrence Mendy, who is chasing the netminder Cherno Sanyang, working it out. Lamin Cisse will control all the way back to Umar Keita, who will waste no time in touching it out. Keita does well to Mustafa Jaji, but a scary pass though, as it's a crossfield pass on the field. Jaite Buba to Brian Mendy to Lamin Cisse. Cisse Lamin, look for the run of Lamin Dabo. Great first jab from Dabo to lay off the opponents. Landy Jata going with his left foot, looking for the run of Lawrence Mendy, who is chasing Sambo, the centre back, all the way deep, and that's out for a throw. And Sambo was not taking chances, and that's out for a throw to be taken by the pacey and electric Landing Jata. Lamin Dabo leaving it shortly. Lamin Koli, the right fullback, is still nursing pain for Serekunda United as he's receiving support from the physios around the technical bench. Jaji Mustafa trying to turn, loses the ball there, two-check play, and Serekunda United now will have the chance to break. Here they come now in absolute blue mode. Looking long, the captain Ibrahima. Here comes Korea going for the first time drive, but Bola Mrs. Al Abdullah Kotai was following up on that ball too hungrily, and they do well to clear the line. It's out for a corner for Serekunda United. As they're looking for that equalizer, looking for their fourth point of the season. Here they come, long one. That's a bit of a risky one, and that's out for a goal kick for Medina United to be taken by Omar Keita. Keita to take. They have a great set-piece defensive cover. I think long one. Great defending there by Sambu. And Ibrahima coming in now. Singate loses that ball to Buba El Jaite. Jaite Buba going long, looking for the run of Lawrence. Lawrence making the run. Great striking run. Touching it down, looking for the run of Abdul Jaji. But great defensive cover there by Sambu, who is not taking chances and working it all the way out again for a throw. With Buba El Jaite will be taking the resulting ball. And Adam Ajara preparing to come in any moment from now for what could be the second substitution of the evening for Medina United. Well, Jate receiving instructions from Umar Bayo, the trainer. Nothing says the central referee. Arcelo was knocked down. And Adam Ajara is a good centre mid. Last game, the second goal was from him. He did a great run back to win that ball, and then the counter attack took off from there. Sambo. Lamin Cisse returning the pressure from the center forward, and that's not a bad foul if you can sprint back and cover your position, which he does, as he's a fast center back. Selu is down, causing a bit of pain there. Buba Mane and Adam Ajada preparing to come in. Buba preparing for his first cameo of the season. The last time he played for Medina was in the FF Cup final at Basori, in which he came in to deputize a left full back and dispatched a wonderfully crafted penalty during the penalty shootout, which Medina went on to win. So he's making his first appearance of the season, as him and Adam Ajata are needed in for some fresh legs. Add a bit of dynamism, a bit of cohesion and composure and calm. Brand Mendy making way. Buba Mane coming in. I'm sure Buba will not be playing the DM role. Maybe Adama would be. Adama should have already into the fray.
Yeah, no players coming out.
Buba is a sweet footballer. Brand make it we are not in support of. So Buba will be playing the DM role. I'm not sure he can. Well, he can, but the tempo of the game, Mustafa to making way for Adam Ajata. Jata coming back, and that's a free kick for Serekunda United. 37 minutes on the clock in the second period. As we have played 82 so far, with 8 minutes to go. And here comes a free kick for Serekunda United in a very good position. Lamin and Abdullah Kote are placing that barrier at the edge of the box. Great defensive to push the trap line as best as you can. Here comes a free kick for Serekunda United. Looking to go long. Great defensive header there by Landin Jata. Touching it down well for Sello Jallo, who is jinking past his marker. He is not the pacey. He's not that pacey footballer. Sello, what a football there from Sello. Pressing it well for Abdul Jaju. And that's a goal. That's a goal for Abdul Jaju. And that is the match winner there. Wonderful football from Sello, but wonderful football from Buba Dabo to leave the ball from Abdul Jaju. Only unselfish players do that. Buba Mane could have gone for goal ball by himself, but he knew Abdul is better place, and the composure from Abdul to find the back of the net was absolutely sublime. This game looks to be beyond Serekunda United now, son.
It doesn't look to be beyond Serekunda United. It is beyond Serekunda United. If you remember, I told you, if we have 3 goals, it's over for them because they can't. With all due respect, like I said in the beginning, they can't match Medina, and it has been long coming. So, like I said, a player of Abdul Jaju's caliber should have been on the score sheet by now. So he's just, he's just complimenting what he should have done a long time ago. This is just a consolation for the fans, but he should have been on the score sheet. Almost 2 goals. He should have been at least 2 goals today, or at least a hat trick, because he has squandered a lot of chances. But that brilliant, dummy play, from Boubacar Dabo, Buba Mane, that was beautiful. So he knows that if he does that, that's going to deceive the defenders. When he took that run and he just stopped, the defenders went with him, and then that left Abdul Jaju in a very, very good position, who took his time, and then he finished the goal, and that was brilliant.
But Sello is a rude kid. You saw the way he put the ball. He met the opponent centre back, putting it in between his legs. He needed that goal. He knew there were players to connect, but he felt that was the right thing to do under there. But I think this is a wonderful team break from the header from Landin Jata and the movement from Sello, Buba Mane, and Abdul Jaju. The finish was absolutely beautifully taken. 3-1, Medina the lead, and taking them 10 points on the table, and which means unless and until Kanifing can score 3 to 4 goals in there today, or I think they are playing tomorrow, then Medina will stay on top of the league. The skipper is coming in Malik Mo, who's making way. Is Landin Jata? Sello, yeah, I think he was second earlier. He fell on a cramp. He was just forcing him. He needs to be fitter though. Against the Real de Banjul also the same thing happened. Gunjuri also the same thing happened. He's a good footballer, but he needs to work on his physical fitness.
Yeah, I think the coach needs the player, the team needs the player. This is a regimen that the coach has to deploy to make sure that the physical trainers of the team take care of the players that we need. We need them to be 100% fit. They have to play beyond match fitness. They have to be ready. So if we work on their fitness level, their energy level, they'll be able to play and give us the results that we want. But if he's going to play like 70 or 65 minutes, it's not good for us, because sometimes you come up against a very, very stubborn opponent and your game kick starts late, and then you get your best players of the field. I don't think you can win that game. The best thing you will come out with is a draw.
Definitely. Lawrence Mendy doing well to withstand the pressure from the centre back. He has the physical presence anywhere, doing well to corner Buba Mane. Wonderful football from Buba Mane, who received GRs from the supporters. At the edge of the box, connecting more Lamin Dabo well. Dabo! Going for goal! But that was excessively ambitious from Buba Dabo. He knew what he was trying to do, but Buba Mane, a sweet, sweet footballer. An absolute sweet one. So Malingbo is the DM now. And it's a fresh midfield. All of the three midfielders now did not start the game. That's what you call depth. Squad depth, son.
Definitely, like I told you, I was talking about Abdul Jaji going off the field, because we have quality everywhere on the bench. So the three midfielders that came in freshly, we needed that. We needed a fresh injection of ideas, energy, and composure in the midfield. And you can see Brian and Mustafa Jajo have been one of our best players this season so far. But today they found it very, very difficult, and they were up against a resolute Serekunda United midfield, and they give a lot of energy. They tried their best, but the best thing the coach can do for them is just to bring them out and bring in some fresh legs and some calm heads, and it paid dividend definitely.
Indeed. Buba Jati now is trying to place himself for a first time delivery. Great defensive header there by Sambu. Slow touching it down. Malingbo also working it out. Buba Jati now coming in, touching it down to the PC Abdul Jaji, but great defensive cover there from Keita, and that will be out for a throw for Medina United to be taken by the now hurried Buba Jati, who are leading by 3-1 so far. Luchan shouted at the boys. He wanted a new change, new switch, and a change. Lawrence Mendy flicking in favor of Serekunda. Buba Mane touching it down. Sweet footballer. Buba Mane is sweet. He is sweet. He absolutely is sweet. And that's a free kick for Medina. With less than 2 minutes to go. It is 88 now, heading to 89 on the clock. Mane Buba was touching it down for Abdul. Great interception there by Singate. Singate to Low looking for the run of Korea. But Korea couldn't keep it in play for Serekunda United. This could be 3-4 for Medina. There are a lot of ifs and buts, but in the end, it's a good game in the locker. From conceding a very, very poor goal to scoring 3, until we're leading 3-1 with less than a minute to go. Sanyang for Serekunda United. Going long, actually in this game for Medina, is it against Serekunda United? That we'll have to confirm. Ibrahim Sise. Yeah, that will be on the 8th of January. That's 2025. A long cross, Omar Keita reading that well and handling with absolute poise and all the composure you need. It looks as though there will be 5 minutes of other time waiting for confirmation there. Keita Omar, 5 minutes for Serekunda United to find 2 goals. Latrikunda, yeah, okay. My technician is giving me a confirmation of the fixture. So yes, Medina's next game is against Latrikunda on the 8th of January. Would that be at Bakau? Yes, it is at Bakau. Yaya Sanyang, so there will be 5 minutes of other time. And Latrikunda Gaffer must be watching and thinking, how can I stop this boys coming January 2025? That should be in another year. Perhaps that could be the year for Medina. Playing the second division for the very second time. They did do well last season. Of course, came in close, I think finished 9th on the table, won the FF Cup for the first time of asking. They became the only second division team after Young Africans to win the Gambia's FF Cup from the second division league. And this time again, they'll be chasing for their second time. Gaffer Ali Jan is one of the few, if not the only Gaffer who has won almost the biggest trophies in Gambian football. The 4th division with Hawks, the FF Cup with Medina, the Super Cup with Hawks. One-time player of the Gambia under 20. He used to be a deadly winger as per the archives, and that's maybe what he has of his voice. Well, that remains to be seen. Adama Jata, he's so far getting the best out of them. Jata, free kick, says the central referee, that was a little bit too cheap, but maybe giving them that lifter, giving them that mood lifter as well. Mane trying to close him down. Low. Keita there touching it down to Korea. Korea does well to jing past two markers. Low coming down to cover. Singata could not keep it in play for Serekunda United. And that's out for throw for Medina. On a chilly Boston sunshine evening at the Birkama Boxbar Mini Stadium. And of course this is already a game buried. Maybe they will want to find more goals in this game. Lawrence does well. Buba Mane doing well now. Looking for the role of Moulamin Dabo at the edge of the box. Dabo trying to turn. Turning he couldn't do. And that's our fair corner. You cannot play alone as a football player and as a team. The moment you are closed down, try to find your teammates. That's what Moulamin Dabo should have done.
I think he should have done better. He's not a selfish player, but for that moment, I think he
That's the right word.
No, I think he was a bit skeptical of what he was. He was indecisive. I don't know exactly what he wanted to do. I don't know what was in his head, but he should have done better. He should have found somebody on the other side of the pitch, and then that could have resulted to the 4th goal. But definitely, like we said, this game is beyond Serekunda for now. I think they just have to go and pick up themselves and go and do better in the next game after the break.
Someone asked me last game, where is Dominic Boissy? In our social media handles, and you saw the comments, where is Dominic Boissy? Dominic was still playing, but I can tell them for free, he will be available come 8 January, sir. Perhaps there's a message the fans will want to hear.
Yeah, definitely. Fans will always want to see their best players on the pitch. They don't care what the coach thinks. They don't care what the club thinks. They always want to see their best players. They always want to be behind their best players. It gives them that push. It gives them that confidence. So definitely we'll be hoping to see Dominic very soon in the 5th game of the league. And when he comes, he's going to be a plus for the team. I think right now we are doing very well, but thinking of bringing Dominic now is going to be a big headache for the GFF to make a selection for their forwarders. And also the teams that are going to come up against Medina, that's going to be a big nightmare, because the coming of Dominic is going to be very monumental for the team.
Very monumental. Less than 2 minutes to go 10 points in the GFF second division table. And against Gunjur Sang, they could have been the team with 100 points. They considered in the 88th minute against Gunjur from Tony Jaju. They were leading 1-0 from Selu Jana. Sublime won the drive from outside the box, and they considered for what could be the best goal in the GFF second division from Tony Jaju. Killing the game they should have done, and for the past 2 games they have been killing it. This game too, they're killing it.
Yeah, I think that game in Gunjur was lack of focus and concentration, and I think they learned from that one. They pick it up from there, and everything has been positive, even though we don't have the 100% record. But you can see that definitely Lawrence is a kind of a striker that you need to hold the play for you and then bring the team forward.
Long delivery in the penalty area. A great defensive header there from Sambo. So what could be the potential final action in the game? Less than 20 seconds to go. As the referee is looking at his watch. Long one. Lamy Season nearly loses that, but does well to withhold that. And Abdullah Conte will try to work it out. Bubayak Jata having a negotiation there with the ball. And Adama Jata will now have the chance to restart play. Resetting they are doing. The referee looking at his watch every given second. And imagine enjoying the ride. And here comes the whistle. Wonderful game of football. A game of absolute fly and fun. A game of real confidence. They play with utter zest, utter confidence, and score 3 sublime goals. First from Olamin Dawa from the penalty spot. Don't sell Lujala from a goal that is worthy of winning any contest. Abdul Jaju, who some believe wasn't having the best of his games, but those were to find the back of the net. Medina United are on top of the Gambian second division table with 10 points to their name. Full time at the Birkama Boxman Mini Stadium. Medina United 3, Serekunda United 1.